All right, so this weekend there is an event at the Freedom Factory. It's kind of an open track day. They have drifting, burnout stuff, and spectator drags. I'm bad at all three, and you probably will think I take the red car because I've always done burnouts with it, but I'm gonna take this thing out. I don't know why, just kind of seems like hasn't sold yet, so I might as well go screw around with it, have a little fun. Maybe try a little bit of everything. I don't know, probably not drift it because it's not really, I mean, I should probably try, but I got some different wheels and tires for the back. These are pretty bald, but they'll be good to burn out on. And then I have some grippy wheels and tires if I want to try like a spectator drags lap. Probably wad this thing up somehow. Which one do you guys think I'll crash it in? The drifting, the burnout stuff, or the drag racing, or the spectator drags? I'll probably crash it in one of them. And you guys know how much I like ruining perfectly good 240s. It'll make somebody angry. So got a little bit of prep to do on this thing, and it should be ready to go. Not too long. All right, let's see what kind of burnout this thing can frickin' do. I got tires back there. Probably not gonna pop them. I'd rather be able to just drive out without ruining the rims. You know that guy. Look at that rear end in there. She is quite tucked in. Very Australian of him. Got a rubber duck too. Also in this car, gauges, fuel level, water temp. That's it. That's all she wrote. That's all we got.
I'm going to interrupt this real quick to talk about today's sponsor. DraftKings Casino is giving away a Jeep Gladiator to this month's first place leaderboard finisher. All you have to do is download the DraftKings Casino app, sign up using my promo code Cooper. I'll say it again, promo code Cooper, and race to the top of the leaderboard each week with a minimum $50 deposit. The best part, there isn't just one leaderboard prize. $20,000 in casino credits will be awarded to the weekly leaderboard first place finisher. DraftKings Casino has over 175 slot games for you to get in on the action. So what are you waiting for? Start your engines, download the DraftKings Casino app today and start playing. And don't forget, use my promo code Cooper. Check it out, link is in the description. $20,000 credits, Jeep Gladiator. Guys, this is freaking awesome promotion. Go check it out. Thank you, DraftKings, for sponsoring this episode. Now let's get back to it.
Nearly taking it into the barriers there. That car has come to a stop, trying to get it rewired and roll again.
I have to watch the out of car video, but to me it felt like I dumped the clutch in fourth and it was just hooking, pushing forward. What?
Did something come off?
Probably.
Yeah, like, I don't know if you hit like a piece of tire.
I hit a bunch of pieces of tire.
Okay.
Yeah.
What,
Joe's out here ripping around. But it was just kind of pushing through the front end, and then I tried to lower the gear to like second and first, and it was still just like pushing right through the front end. There was no way. Like, there was so much grip out there that the back was just pushing through the front, and the front didn't have enough grip to stop the back from doing that. And I didn't have enough power to just light the tires. So excuses aside, this car doesn't do a good burnout without more power. But I'm gonna change the tires, and yeah, whatever. That's why you come out here and test these things. I bet you it could do something a lot better on like a non-grippy surface like this. Probably do a lot better. Well, I hadn't shown our nursery yet. Oh, scared dogs. Oh. Here's the baby nursery. So we got these 3 cool windows. This room's kind of shaped weird. Hey, chill. This room's kind of shaped weird. Like you come in on an angle. This is the back wall where the... Okay. It's just a fan with a filter taped to it. But what did I do? I'm just trying to show the room. We added this wall because I wanted something colorful, but not too bright blue. And if this was the whole wall, it would be way too dark. So we painted this white, added these wood, and kind of this whole deal. It's got a little closet right here, but it's definitely a weird shape, but should work out. It's got a lot of natural lighting. Hey, out. And it's right on the first floor, nice and convenient, so pumped about this. So here's the nursery. Dragon's Lair blue. Sorry, I'm trying to fight dogs while I show you. Get out of here. You guys are getting hair all over Cooper Jr.'s room here. Get out. Goodness. Why are you jumping on me? Okay. Socks have a pretty serious hole in them. So yeah, here's a little setup. We're getting everything going. Backyard update. We had a rough morning this morning, so probably about 7 a.m. this morning. There's 2 birds back here that don't live here. Those 2 don't live here. We had a incident, as you can see right here. Pile of feathers. Can you see them? They're from a gray chicken. And there's a trail that goes all the way back over here. It's very, very clear trail. Kind of lose it here for a second, but then if you keep following, there's a couple there, couple there, couple there, couple there. Keep following, they kind of trail off into here. And I followed it back, did not find anything. If you keep going that way, there's some telephone pole lines, and there's some barbed wire fence there, and then like a tree line that they planted that's like really tight. But yeah, so the feathers go right there and gone. Unfortunately, this all happened at like 6:30, 7 a.m. and I didn't hear it go down. I was awake, but I didn't hear it go down. And as you can see, my fence is still pretty beat up. Had a hurricane last year that really got her good, but it's still up, so it keeps all the animals in. But we are down 1 chicken. Oh, the chickens are going at those white birds. Couldn't see it because there's a GoPro, but oh my gosh, they're chasing those white birds out of the yard. So these are our bugs. Did you see that? That's a little white chicken. Those are new ones. We got 4 new ones. So that one's chasing. And this one's tough too. This one that looks like a hawk, Franklin. So we are down 1 chicken. I got 4 decent sized ones now that are new, and those should be good layers, but one of our gray chickens that is a really good layer, gone. Huge sad. So not much I could do, unfortunately. I'll just have to keep a better eye on them. I don't know if it was a raccoon, coyote. I'm thinking it was a raccoon because I have an audio clip of it, and I didn't hear any noises like it was a coyote, and it goes over the fence more like a raccoon would. So I'm thinking raccoon. But something kind of cool. So when I was back there digging around, there's a little bunny in the yard too. This bunny's always been in the yard like every day for the last like month. Oh, I think he lives in Chip, or under it at least. But while I was back there looking, I came across this guy. Look at how cool that is. So this is a skull of a some kind of wild boar. Should have teeth up top. I guess I should go look for them. But skull of a wild boar, and yeah, I should find those teeth because that would make it really cool. So wild boar skull. I'm gonna try to clean it up. It has a cracked skull over here, but otherwise this thing's pretty well intact. So I'm gonna try to clean it up. I got some super clean, and I'm gonna try to like put it in a bucket, rinse it off. Something was clearly scratching at it. Yeah, so clean it off, and maybe we can figure out what happened, how it how it died. But let's give this thing a look-see. So let's go look for those top tusks, whatever you call them. Oh, there's one. So we're only missing one. But yeah, pretty freaking cool. So I'm gonna try to clean this thing off. Well, I made it all the way back to where the crime really happened. This is barbed wire right here. And then I don't see any remnants of chicken besides feathers. But here's where it all happened. I'm pretty far from my house. I can't even see it right now. It's back there somewhere. But yeah, pretty sad. Definitely some closure though, but and then it probably goes that way into the power lines. See, these trees were all planted, whatever they call those palms. They're all planted back here to kind of separate the two, but we still deal with this. Murder. This is weird too. Like, look at that. That's not the camera. That is full-blown purple, and it's just that. Super weird back here. I don't know what these are either. But yeah, that's weird. And then over here, like, look at this. It's one rough-looking orange just growing on this down tree. Just one orange. It's growing. It's not just sitting there. Like, that tree, it doesn't have anything else even resembling what would look like an orange. Is it even growing from that tree? No, it's just growing from this vine right here. From all the way up there. That's weird. Just one.
James's son's birthday this weekend, of course, ends in a burnout contest.
Well, the car is back home. Unfortunately, with the rain that happened the other night, we did not get to do any spectator drag passes or anything like that. It started pouring and it was too wet, so they called it. We weren't gonna drift. Maybe I was gonna put one of my buddies in here to do some drifting because I didn't really care to drift this thing. But I put some different wheels and tires on it from the other 240. It had spacers on it, so thankfully the wheel studs were not cut and these were able to go right on, and spacers are on the passenger side. But put these on to go spectator drags, and then right as I finished, it started raining. I didn't want to spectator drags first because I wanted to burn off those tires a little bit in a burnout and then swap these out. But fortunately, time was not on our side very aggressively, but that was probably my fault. I spent a little bit too much time talking to my friends and dilly-dally, and I should have been a little more quick on it. But you know, the schedule just didn't pan out for us that day. It's Mother Nature this time of year. So it's on some grippy tires. I'd love to take it around the track a little bit, but I was probably gonna crash it anyways, so probably all's well that ends well. But it is what it is. Car's ready for something. It did pretty good, honestly, all around. Like, it was starting up fine, like it was driving good. I was enjoying it, but it's unfortunate. If I was gonna do a burnout with it, I don't know what I would have to change, because it needs either more front bite of some sort. Maybe the weight on the nose is an issue. Maybe I should have just tried a lower gear instead of a higher gear. I should have tried dumping, like, clutch kicking it. I don't know. There's probably a couple things I could have tried, but none of them occurred to me in the moment when I was trying to make the tires smoke. So here we are. Unfortunately, it didn't look pretty, but that's why you practice these things. The red car does great burnouts. That's why we use that car until I crashed it, but it'll do burnouts again. These are the tires that came off of it. They were pretty, these are the tires that I tried to burn out on. They're pretty wide. I mean, it's some Michelin Pilot Sport All Season 4. I mean, that's a pretty grippy tire when you only have, you know, I don't know, 250 horsepower out of that thing, maybe 300. You know, it's a 275 35 18 Michelin. Like, that's a grippy tire for the power that we have. So not exactly ideal, but I switched to a grippier tire. I mean, even though, you know, this one's pretty burnt out, not much traction left there, but since I welded the diff now, they both should be about the same. But yeah, it's unfortunate. So maybe I should have just brought some burner tires. I didn't even realize these were Sport All Seasons. That was stupid on my part. yeah, so that's it. That is unfortunate, and it is what it is. So hopefully they do another one of those, because it was really fun and I want to try spectator drags in that thing. And that's about it. Try some more burnouts, have fun. I was thinking about bringing the Mustang out for a burnout. That would kind of be fun too, but I bet you that transmission would get cooked, especially the way that I would use it. A lot of RPM, a lot of wheel speed, all that kind of stuff. My 6 week banners are like sun baked off. Okay, so here is the finished skull. It is a female boar skull, and I can see there's like a bullet hole or an arrow hole right there. Yeah, it kind of goes right through it almost. You can see in there. Where is it? I had to put a ton of glue on this thing to hold it together. It was supposed to dry clear, but it did not. It lied to me. I think you can see the exit. Yeah, you can definitely tell it was shot by something. Yeah, and then it came out through there. So it's kind of like pretty interesting. So it was definitely shot. And then wherever this ended up was dragged there, because I never found any other bones with it. But it was clearly attacked by, it was ravaged by something, because you can see right there, probably raccoon or something gnawing on the you know, lower jaw here. I glued in some of the teeth that were falling out, but all around it looks pretty cool. It's kind of a cool little piece. I may spray paint it white or something. I used bleach, so you know, apparently that makes the bones brittle and yada yada yada, but it's a cool one. It's not the craziest. It doesn't have like giant tusks or anything cool like if it was like a big male or something. So if anybody wants to donate a really cool skull, I would love to have one here. But it is cool that it has a wound on it and you can kind of see what happened. But these are very invasive in Florida. I wouldn't say invasive, but they're very I guess invasive isn't the right word, but they definitely tear some stuff up in Florida, so the farmers always take them out. But we got a little cool one for the shelf now. It was shot with this. Yeah. Very gently. Very gently from a plane. Can't remember what size this thing is, but it's gigantic. Yeah, 30 millimeter. Cool. Cool little addition. Came out great. All right, we got our fresh lights put in. Check these guys out. So, my buddy Doug, who's on the podcast with Central Florida Electricians, and had his guys come out today and put these in. Oh, that's a little dirty. Not much I can do. I think the lens maybe has something on it that I can't get off. I don't know. But LED lights with a little dimmer switch. Look at that. Fresh install. So I need to get some paint this up real quick, maybe fill in those holes, but super nice. They're like flush LED. Really pumped about this. So they did a killer job. Came over today, a couple hours, and freaking knocked it out. So yeah, we got some stuff to put together here, and our nursery is coming along. I put up some curtains for a little privacy. I don't know if those are the ones we'll use, but we had them already, so just kind of slapped them up real quick. But yeah, that's gonna do it, guys. This video is a little like kind of all over the place. I want to kind of do more, just a bunch of stuff in one video like this, just kind of jam pack it all into one video to give as much kind of my week content, I guess, as you could say, but I want to try to do some more stuff like this. So that's gonna do it though, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Go check out the podcast. I will see you next time. Keep it saucy.